What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Jellicent EX, a new tool for the already existing powerful Gardevoir card, or, I mean, it could just be its own deck, too, if you guys want it to be. But Jellicent EX is a Stage 1, 270 HP Psychic Pokemon, which has a really unique ability in the form of Sea Curse. As long as this Pokemon is in your active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards or attach any Pokemon tools from their hand, which means the only way to get around this Jellicent EX is either using Iron Bundle or using boss's orders. Countercatcher is no longer an option to get around this Jellicent EX, as you cannot play any item cards. The attack itself is also not half bad. Power Press for a Psychic and a Grass Energy is 80 plus 20, or 80 plus 80 if there's 2 extra energy attached to it. So you could power this guy up with 4 energies pretty easily, move some damage around with your Monkey Dories, and all of a sudden you're swinging for 160 pretty consistently while having this big guy stuck in your active spot and making your opponent's life a little bit miserable. His card's coming out in our black and white set, Black Bolt, White Flare, in just about a month, which will be legal for our Pokemon World Championships and moving onward and so forth. So today we're going to be taking a look at this in the Japanese YouTube channel. They're going to be showing a little video, a deck list. We're going to go over the deck list. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe. You can join my Discord down below as well, where we talk about new decks, whatever. It's just a community. You guys can always hop in. I just want to drop that in here while we're doing this. So take a look at the deck list. Without further ado, they're not doing Gardevoir in this video because I think they wanted to showcase the power of Jellicent itself. But you see the 3/3 Jellicent, the 2/1/2 Alakazam, so you can attack from the bench while Jellicent is your wall, which is exactly what you can do in Gardevoir as well, while you can have this Jellicent in the active that soaks up the damage while you're establishing your Monkey Dories or just establishing a board, because item lock is so powerful that maybe you need to put this Jellicent in the active while you're evoing up your board. There is 3 retreat costs, which is a little bit of a problem, but you are almost always having 4 energies on it, so you can move that pretty efficiently. There's a lot of Psychic energies in the stack. You have the Xatu line, you have a ton of support, just like a Gardevoir shell would be here. The new addition, there's a Heroes Keep to make this Jellicent big. I don't think you need all of that, of course, but the added addition to the deck, as always, is this new Hilda, which gets you a Pokemon card and a special energy card, which I think that card is going to be quite good in the upcoming expansion. Air Balloon lets you retreat for a little bit easier, but you're attacking from the bench with Alakazam. Xatu is powering up your board, while Jellicent is going to be going ahead and just being a wall and an overall menace until you can power up another Jellicent maybe, or you want to just attack with it. So I think the idea is really cool, and obviously I think it'd be better as Gardevoir, but let's take a look at the game itself. The 2 players getting set up. We have Dragapult on the right and Jellicent on the left. Now, I would say this is a completely unfair matchup immediately, but there is no Clefairy in the player on the left deck list. So I think we're making a little bit of a fair show. Dragapult is the best deck in the format, or one of the best decks in the format. I think it's unfair to say that Gardevoir is not. We have the Jellicent in the active, Frillish attached. And the Frillish also has an attack that's pretty good, like an item lock or something like that. We're going to see a Brock's scouting, grabbing 2 basic Pokemon, very common turn 1 strategy. Obviously, like a Researcher and Arvin is a little bit better, but no attachment from the Dragapult player, so already they're on the back foot. Arvin coming through here, grabbing ourselves a TM Evo and another Vessel. We're going to go ahead and probably Vessel away just a random card in our hand. Yep, a Nest Ball, grabbing 2 Psychic Energies, employing the Gardevoir strategy, except we want to put them in play, not on the active. We're going to have Jellicent in the active now, so no tool cards and no things, no items. I just realized also, while Jellicent's in the active, if both players have Jellicent in the Gardevoir mirror, it becomes really interesting as a stalemate situation, because now you're both unable to use your TM evolutions as well. So boss's orders may make a resurgence for the World Championships moving forward. So no, now Sparkling Crystal cannot be used. TM Evo, TM Devo, any of the items required. We're benching the Pheasantipity for no reason, really. I guess if one of our GPs gets knocked out, the most likely scenario to happen is that. We're just going to attach the GP and pass. We're going to go ahead and Xatu the energies to the Abra here. We're going to be able to boss's orders the GP with the energy. And we're going to go ahead and just do 80 damage. Like Jellicent still does 80 without the extra energies. So you could just be poking for 80 in every given situation, especially if your opponent is not setting up properly. I mean, we just procced Fez for really no reason, and we burned a boss. Our cards weren't really that great, so maybe we had to take the prize card, and we don't have to give the Dragapult a ton of time. But now we're giving them Drip Cloak, we're giving them a ton of stuff. And energy back on the board. Fire type, again, notably. The Jellicent, I think, is actually very powerful already, as I'm thinking about it. The Frillish coming back into play, a new one. We're powering this one up again. We're going to power up our Abra a little bit more, try to get an Alakazam into play. We need to hit a rare candy here, which would be kind of ideal. Just looks like we're going for the Kadabra. Could have just evoed to that, I think, instead of the second Xatu, but it might have been in our hand. I can't actually see the hands of the players, but if we didn't have it in our hand, it was a little bit of a mistake. I'm just going to choose to assume that we're playing correctly, and it is in our hand. We're going to go ahead and draw. There's the Arvin. I mean, Arvin doesn't do anything, because we can't even, get a tool that's, worth our time. That's, the saddest part. We're going to go ahead and get the Dusk Call. So it is Dusk Pult as well. We're going to draw 3 with the Pheasantipity. We're going to go ahead and Drip Cloak. Dragapult gets to see so many cards here, but the problem is, what cards are going to help. I mean, like a Dragon, like a Phantom Dive this turn would be quite good. Plus an Iona. Like if we can Phantom Dive plus Iona, it would be like super reasonable. I think I see a Dragapult in hand. Yeah, I think it was either a Dragapult or like an Ursaluna. We're going to go ahead and Phantom Dive, put a ton of damage on this. In regular Gardevoir, this like wouldn't really do anything because our guys are going to be really big. Also, this Frillish having 80 HP is a little bit ridiculous. Like this guy's so big. I mean, it's not Poffin searchable, which makes like a lot of sense to me. But we're gonna go ahead and just like power up our board. Looks like we're gonna go get the Alakazam, evolve up into this. We're gonna use Alakazam's attack to do 120 damage, which is like not too bad. I mean, the damage output of this deck seems kind of mediocre, but obviously, if there was a Clefairy in play or a Clefairy in the deck list, this like Jellicent becomes an immediate KO threat in every given situation, and so it just becomes an absolutely broken card. Obviously, it's not Poffin searchable, so it's a little bit tough to find. We're gonna Dusclops pop the Frillish. Looks like we're gonna be taking out all of the Jellicent line in this turn. We missed an energy attachment, however, so unless the Ace Spec is Neo Upper or Sparkling Crystal, I don't think we'll be able to efficiently use this once again. So 4 prize cards are taken for the Dragapult deck. Again, 1 Clefairy solves the entire problem, but we got to make the game close, right? Like we got to make it somewhat playable. The whole board gets wiped here. 4 prize cards are taken. Alakazam probably comes into the active, or Zatu comes into the active. And we're just going to start swinging with this Alakazam. This lone Alakazam is our warrior. We're going to go ahead and Devo. Looks like we're just looking to Devo up the board here in Iono. I mean, I guess it's reasonable like to Devo and do this because like you need to take a prize card this turn. We are losing on board. Frillish hitting the board again. We're going to TM Devolution, the Dragapult back to hand, the active, and we like eliminate the threat of a Dusknoir without a candy as well. But I think the board state is still pretty bad for us, given that we can't really one-shot anything. We're gonna go ahead and get the Duskull here, Crispin. So there is a Crispin in here. That's pretty funny. There will be an attachment here, an attack. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. We're gonna fast for 3. We're gonna go ahead and use your Cloak once again. Dragapult attach and an attack here. I mean, the Dragapult player looks very favored in this situation. We're gonna Air Balloon the everything Charm, like basically make our whole board like pretty insane. Ultra Ball, thinning out some cards. There is a Crystal as the Ace Spec. I do see it. Putting a Dusknoir in hand, just basically saying, hey, like if you don't do anything this turn, like next turn I will just be able to blow you up completely. If they had boss's orders, well, I guess the Crispins, that doesn't really matter. 3 onto the Frillish is like a good number as well because now Dusclops can pop it. I mean, I would have been down to just Dusclops pop it, then we lose to boss. Because we did Iono, so there's like a world where like we're saying your 2 cards don't have boss, or you can pop Dusclops first. Hero's Cape to the active is a little bit unique now. Our guy is really big. We're gonna poke for 90 plus 30 times 3, so 180. But we do have the Dusknoir, so I think that should be game theoretically and mathematically, right? Like we just kill the Frillish and we just pop the Zatu on the bench. Or we can just attack the active and take the Zatu. Like there's like a myriad of combination we can do as Dragapult. But okay, you guys like the Jellicent deck did lose, but like I just want you guys to understand the concept of like playing like a 1/1 Jellicent or like a 2/1 Jellicent, maybe like a 1/2 even, like Henry did with his Zoroark in his list, where like this idea could be so good to trap your opponent from playing their item cards, from playing their tool cards. Now you can like drag up a Goldango or something and stick it in the active. No item cards for you, Goldango. Like all of a sudden I have a natural counter to your deck. You have to find a boss's orders or a bundle to play out of my situation. Now you're forced to play a bundle. Or like in the mirror match, you're like, oh, you can't Evo now, okay, and you're an Evo build. You can't Candy now. You have to find your cards raw. Oh, you have to research all those resources away. Anyway, that's my spiel on Jellicent. I think this card is very good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, you know the drill, and I'll catch you guys next time.